Thank you for staying with us on We Connect. I'm in conversation here with Mrs. Ann Gonsalves, Vice President of the All India Multiple Sclerosis Society. And we were talking about the condition itself. Now, what would you like to see happen in terms of multiple sclerosis? You've been dealing with it a long time.
Yes. For one, we would like to create awareness. Two, we would like the government of India, the government of Tamil Nadu to recognize that multiple sclerosis brings with it multiple disabilities, and we are still to be covered directly under the Disability Act. We are lobbying hard along with the other groups, disability groups, and there is a move now to make the bill broad-based. So we are part of the local consultation on disabilities and the inclusion of multiple sclerosis as an independent entity under the Multiple Disability Act.
Right. So do you believe that if that actually happens and it's included in the Act, that there will be increased benefits for people who suffer from multiple sclerosis?
Yes. As on date, actually they have no benefits. To look at an MS person, most of them look very normal. What's going on is going on inside. And so very often they are just said, well, you're not disabled, you walk, you talk, but what's going on inside their body, nobody knows. It's only a doctor, a neurologist who can certify, well, this person has got multiple sclerosis, because MS brings with it bowel, bladder incontinence, difficulty in walking, difficulty in sleeping, gait, movements, very disabilities, which is not very visible to the normal eye.
Right.
So, as such, we are not covered directly under the Multiple Disability Act.
Right. So if you did get covered, what would happen for the people with this disability?
At least they would be able to get medicines at a subsidized rate, travel. This year MS Day on May 25th is focusing on employment. But abroad, employment is part and parcel of their daily existence. If they can't walk, they are given a chair and have to do some desk work. But in India, they lose their jobs. So the worldwide theme is employment. But in India, we still cannot focus on employment when there's not enough awareness about the disease itself.
That's right.
So this every year for the last 3 years, this is our third World MS Day. We are focusing on awareness, awareness and awareness. Because once we create the awareness, we know along with it, we can bring in many benefits to the person.
Right. Talking about awareness, do you believe that it should be, even when we're talking about awareness being created in the media, it's also a question of how we in India deal with the disabled, and that seems to be a big issue here. Yeah,
actually it's a big issue, because once a person is struck with MS, and particularly when he cannot move properly, well, he just loses his job. I mean, the employer doesn't know about MS. And even if a doctor gives a certificate, to him it's another piece of paper. He wants a mobile, energetic, fully fledged person to work for him. And nobody wants somebody to move from being an electrical engineer to a desk job. We have so many cases where very highly qualified gentlemen particularly have just been moved from high-tech jobs to just sitting at a desk and then after that being thrown out. At least the lady is somehow able to cope with
Really?
Yes, somehow. And it affects more ladies than men. And the lady is a born, what can I say, fighter. She will stay home and do some job and keep the family going. But when the man gets MS, he loses his job, and with that the family goes through hell.
Right. So it's physicians, it's employers, it's people like you and me who really need to be made aware of what's going on in this particular disability that we're talking about. And what is the specific thing you'd like to see happen in terms of awareness? How would you like to create this awareness?
See, we have tried our own simple methods, like having a walk on the beach, distributing leaflets, going into colleges, schools, because see, children get it, the parents get it, the children suffer, because they are the caregivers.
Absolutely.
The caregiver suffers as much as the person. So we have tried through various colleges, medical forums, social forums to spread the awareness, and slowly we are making inroads.
Really?
Yes.
It often bothers me that when we have awareness campaigns, they seem to last for just a very short while, and then it kind of doesn't continue in a way, and therefore the emphasis moves away from the whatever people are trying to teach others and make people aware of. So do you think that's actually an issue for us here?
Yeah, it definitely is an issue, but then what else do we do? We are going to start our Puducherry support group next week, and I'm hoping to start a support group in Coimbatore, Madurai and Trichy. So we reach out to the various areas of Tamil Nadu. I'm hoping that way at least to get the local neurologists involved and then spread the message down south. because we have to be at it. That's
I know you can't give up at all, of course.
Yes.
When you actually go out into the more rural areas and the places outside of the big urban cities and urban areas, do you find that people who have MS actually are willing to come forward? I know you did say that people who are very affluent don't want to know about it, but other people, what do you think?
Yes. They just want somebody to talk to and tell them. Yes, it is really very pathetic when you go to the rural areas, because you see they get no solace from anybody. The physician will treat him as a patient. At the house they treat him, oh, something is wrong. Very often they are very superstitious and think some curse has fallen on them. It's like that. So when there's somebody who really knows what MS is all about, it is really a very touching experience.
Right. So they actually are wanting to know, they are wanting to learn, they are wanting to find out what is the matter with them.
Yes, we have to educate them, we have to educate even the caregivers. Many think that, well, they're going to die with it, but it's so strange. Nobody dies of MS. They die of many complications that arise out of MS, but till date you can't say they died because of MS, because MS, your brain is very active till the very end. It's your body that slows down.
Right. I was interested where you talked about women who actually, I think you said that there are more cases of women who have
Yes, it affects women more than men.
What is the research saying on that particular field? Why?
Really, they are not able to pinpoint it. They're really not able to pinpoint why MS affects more women than men. They're really not able to pinpoint.
Right. In your dealings with people who have MS, what have you found in terms of their spirit? Do you have a fighting spirit when you have this, or is it difficult, or do you as a society that deals with people like this actually have to inspire them, actually have to tell them it's not all black and gloomy?
Most patients go through a very severe phase of depression. The initial shock and setback that comes in when they hear they've got a disease which will last a lifetime. Secondly, if they are the primary caregivers for the family and they lose jobs, then that means a lot of financial toll. Then in addition to that, the cost of the medication, and then the family, the caregivers, which are extended family, husband, children, etc., they are not able to cope with it. So the initial 3 to 6 months is very difficult, and that's where the counselor comes in, and we go in and we try to give them all the moral, physical support that we can.
Right. And we've run out of time, but it's been a real pleasure. I want to thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you,
we really appreciate it, and please do continue this work, because we in Ndtv Hindu, we'd like to really salute people like yourself. It's been our pleasure to have you join us on this program. Do make sure that you tune in to us every single Friday night at 9:30, and then of course you can see the show over the weekend. And we'd love to hear from you, if you'd like to tell us what you think, or if you've got an interesting person you'd like us to be actually talking to, feel free to write to us, feedback@ndtv-hindu.com. And so until the next week and the next time that we're with you, bye for now, and you take care.